pro wrestling world for their very first historic commercial. And this is Over the Ropes with the Headlock headlines. I'm Stephen Vouse. To my left, we have the head of Elite Security and also referee for WXWC4, PCWA, NEWF, CWL. Did I forget anything? James Brickhouse. And the man, well, I want to call him Adam Warfel, but today I guess we're calling you Paul Heyman, aren't we?
Yep.
And he's going to be shooting the famous first commercial for Pro Wrestling World. But for now, guys, we've got a couple things to discuss. SummerSlam has come and gone, and we have a brand new champion in Brock Lesnar. Question being, was this what you guys expected, to see a complete squash of John Cena as Brock Lesnar totally tore him apart?
Not only did he tear him apart, but how many German suplexes they said that he did during that whole match?
I believe 16.
16 German suplexes, 2 F5s, all took to put away John Cena, or some may say. While others leave out the fact that Brock Lesnar actually got on John Cena, did a bunch of the ground pound, along with the German suplexes, along with the F5s. Let's face facts, Cena, yeah, about 10, 12 years ago, he would go, he was a brawler, but now, forget it. I really don't think he can match up to the Beast.
Adam, we know coming up with Night of Champions, the rematch is coming up. We know John Cena is a 15-time WWE champion. Is this the night that he ties Ric Flair's record, or does Brock Lesnar continue?
Not a chance. There is no way John Cena could ever beat Brock Lesnar the way he did last year at Extreme Rules. There is no way. Did you see the mauling?
Oh, I saw the mauling. I mean,
It's clear. There is no chance John Cena will become a 16-time world champion as long as Brock Lesnar is the champion.
Okay, so let's move on to the next subject. And this was a very interesting article that I saw and put up on the Headlock headlines. And that would be, if Cena were to lose at Night of Champions, who would the 5 top contenders be for the World Heavyweight Championship held by Brock Lesnar? I'm going to run these 5 wrestlers by you. I want to hear your opinions on this. The first one is, of course, the WWE United States Heavyweight Champion Sheamus. How does he match against Brock Lesnar?
He doesn't match against him at all. There's no way. Sheamus, there's not, no flexibility, no ability whatsoever. Not even strength-wise can Sheamus go over Brock Lesnar.
What do you think, Adam?
I agree. There's no way Sheamus could beat Brock Lesnar. John Cena couldn't Sheamus.
Okay, now an interesting, quite unusual that was brought up in this article, and I figured if they were going to do one, they would do both. Stardust, of all people to match up against Brock Lesnar. You guys, what do you think?
Squash.
That doesn't even deserve it. Stardust?
Stardust. What about Goldust? I mean, Goldust has been around and is actually...
See, Goldust now, over the last 20 years, maybe longer, he's been in the business. This is a big improvement that we've seen with him in the last couple of years. But I don't think he has the powers of Brock Lesnar.
Adam?
Goldust needs to be in a tag team right now. There's no way he can manage the singles competition in WWE right now.
Okay, the next one, Cesaro.
That I would say maybe last year he put Cesaro against Lesnar. Yeah, it might have been a pretty good chance, but right now it's with WWE or in Cesaro, no.
Adam, your thoughts on that?
I would like to see it. I would like to see Cesaro beat Brock Lesnar. Do I think it's going to happen? No, but I'd like to see it. Easy 5-star match.
Okay. Now the fourth one, he's coming off of injury. But the question is, does he really have anything left in the tank? Bad news, Wade Barrett. Could he match up against Brock Lesnar?
Speed and agility, yes. Strength, no. So I'm going to have to say no.
Adam?
I would say he can stack up. I don't think he'll get the win. He grew up in the back streets of Britain. He's a tough, he got the elbow. When he hits people with that, they don't get up. The bullhammer. With a name like the bullhammer, people don't get up. Brock Lesnar can get up.
And then the one
He's
that
not one.
And then the one that I believe should have gotten the shot a while ago? Roman Reigns.
Hands down, that would be the guy I would love to see take it from Lesnar. The man's got speed, the man got ability, he can fly. I really think the match between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar is what we need to see for WrestleMania 31.
What about you, Adam? Do you think even sooner than WrestleMania 31 could we see Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar? Or is the timetable right?
I think it'd be good for WrestleMania. A match like that needs to be at WrestleMania. That's not a no way out pay-per-view. That's not good enough for
Survivor Series?
Not even. You need to be on the grandest stage of them all. And I would like to see Roman Reigns. I think he's been held back quite a while now. I think it's time to get to the title.
And gentlemen, I've mentioned these 5 wrestlers. Is there a wrestler that wasn't mentioned in the article that you would put in there with Brock Lesnar that might have a shot?
Sorry, he doesn't wrestle anymore.
We wish he was wrestling.
Yes. My main guy that I gotta say is doing it, or I would like to see do it, is in fact Roman Reigns. I'm gonna stick with him.
Adam?
You could see CM Punk for just $9.99 on the WWE Network, but that's about it. The guy I want to see is Rusev. Undefeated for the longest time. Rusev is a monster. I don't know if anybody's beaten him. I know Jack Swagger got close, but still, close isn't good enough. Rusev, I think, would stack up against Brock Lesnar.
But then we're going to keep looking at the fact here, that would be another heel versus heel match. You're not going to take an anti-American Rusev, put him against one of the baddest men on the planet, Brock Lesnar, and try to have them go at it. Because there's going to be a hate crowd going off of that, and what's going to happen? People are going to get up from all sections of the building and walk out the door. Do you want to see power versus power? Yeah, I think they put on a pretty good match, but you'd have to turn one in the face to go and get it.
If Daniel Bryan heals up, and if he's coming back by the Royal Rumble, could he be a possible opponent for Brock Lesnar?
Opponent? No, because you're looking at Daniel Bryan and call him a challenger for Brock Lesnar. You can't call him a challenger for Brock Lesnar because there is no challenge behind that. Again, yes, Daniel Bryan got the speed behind him, the agility, but you've got to look at the power of Brock Lesnar.
I agree. I mean, at most, I like Daniel Bryan. I've seen all of his hard work through Ring of Honor and all of those. But, you know, the Triple H said he is pretty much a B-plus player in an A-plus game. And he can't stack up against Brock Lesnar. Height, power, maybe speed. You can't win wrestling with speed.
I would like to say Daniel Bryan's an A-plus player, but that's my...
Oh, there's no argument there. He definitely is, but again, you gotta look at how much power Lesnar has behind him.
Right. On to the next subject, and this is big. Adam, you broke this story, that TNA is coming to the Sands in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, September 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th. Now, folks, as you know, they are trying to negotiate a new contract with Spike Television. At first it was going to run out in October, now they've gotten to the end of the year. It's kind of like do or die now for TNA, because they need this contract. What have they done right, and what do they need to do to improve their product for Spike Television, or possibly another television station to sign them?
First off, they need to keep Dixie Carter off TV. Terrible. Just everything from the way she presents herself to her face, just terrible.
Her face? That girl's a beautiful woman.
Terrible.
She starts over the mountains this early.
Terrible. They need to apologize for that whole thing. Claire Lynch. I don't know if anybody remembers that Claire Lynch story.
That was from AJ Styles.
Terrible. Probably one of the biggest reasons why AJ, Daniels, and Kaz left. They were being so underused for such great talents, and they need to get them back first and foremost. Let them run TNA.
And on top of that, now Bully Ray is about ready to leave. ODB is ready to leave.
She's gone.
She is gone. She is gone. And James, you had the great honor of talking to one of the greatest women wrestlers of all time back in June. The reigning TNA Knockouts champion, Gail Kim. And you got some good information from her. Tell me what she told you.
Well, surprisingly, I had asked which company she liked working for more, was it WWE or TNA? She said hands down, she's been wrestling for about 6 years now. That's 4 years of her life were in TNA. The worst 2 years of her life was when she was in WWE. Why? Because WWE was for eye candy and TNA actually wants competitors. She said what she is, she's a competitor, she is a wrestler. She's not eye candy. She likes to be in the ring. When she signs a contract, that's what she wants to do. She wants to wrestle, not go around showing off her body for everybody.
I mean, she is kind of a throwback because she much like Moolah, Wendy Breaker, they were wrestlers. And I mean, you don't see that in the WWE anymore. Gail Kim, in my opinion, if you put Gail Kim against Paige, Gail Kim would rip her apart. So, what does TNA have to do in your eyes, James, in order to get the Spike TV contract?
I'm going to say with Adam, with what he said, you need to bring back the younger talent, start pushing them. Sure, I can bring in, we bring Hulk Hogan back, we bring Ric Flair back, we bring title lines, but guess what? It's been done. We're tired of seeing it. Start pushing in younger guys. So I think they're the ones that deserve it. They're the ones that are working hard up and down the independent circuit, coast to coast.
And I expect we will probably be seeing both of you down to the TNA events.
Of course.
Oh yes, of course.
They're missing out on two big guys right now that could do real well. Bobby Roode, of course, needs to be the
And me.
Bobby Roode, world champion material. Another guy that they kind of pushed off to the side because they stuck him with MVP and Bobby Lashley, Kenny King, the king of the night. I like Kenny King, great X Division champion, great X Division style wrestler, great for TV. But why are they having him with Bobby Lashley and MVP? It's just pushing him off to the side.
Let me ask you about who you think, James, that they pushed off to the side for too long, that they need to put back in.
Oh my God, AJ Styles, hand down, man. He was one of the biggest players that they had in the game there. Just to let him go like he was nothing. I can't believe they actually done that. He lived up to that name, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
And another guy, Samoa Joe is the X Division heavyweight champion, so he's in the spotlight. But one other guy who's been homegrown and hasn't gotten really the push that he deserves as far as I'm concerned has been Abyss. I mean, what in the world does Abyss have to do, or TNA have to do to get this back to where I think he should be, which is main event status?
I don't picture him after all these years being a world champion. He's definitely a veteran of TNA and where the young guys should go for help if they need something. I don't see him ever being TNA world champion. Maybe that's just me. Maybe if they would have a hardcore title brought back, he'd be great for that. You know, the barbed wire massacre matches. He always carries around Janice. I don't see a guy carrying around Janice as world champion, but you never know.
James?
Okay, as Adam was saying before about this, they can't see that walking around carrying Janice or barbed wire at World Heavyweight Champion. Now, let's go back to the game field here. You said about that. What about Mick Foley? One of the greatest hardcore icons there was. Also one of the greatest World Heavyweight Champions there was.
Mick Foley's a different species. Just in it.
He's human.
I don't know. He fell off the Hell in a Cell through a table, got back up and smiled. I don't call that human. That is something different. I don't know what he is, but
That was
is
pride and determination.
I'll give him credit where credit's due. He earned the title after doing all that. Well, at that time, he was one of the big stars. Abyss, right now they got Bobby Roode, James Storm, all those other guys who were big stars, former world champions already, and I think it's a little too late. Mick Foley won the title 2 or 3 years in his WWE run. TNA's been around for 10 years, Abyss has been there 10 years and hasn't got the title. I think it's a little late now.
It's surprising that you mentioned Mick Foley because, as I put up on the Headlock headlines, folks, Mick Foley is going to be going in for surgery for his back finally after so many years. But doctors have said that he has so many different problems with his back. It's not going to take one surgery. It's going to take several. So, folks, this is a hard sport. So, we wish Mick Fuller the best, as well as Jake the Snake Roberts. He was here last year. Very scary situation where he was on a plane and he just found out he was actually conscious. He asked for help before he went unconscious. He's going with double pneumonia, and they said there's a mass on his brain due to the fact from pro wrestling. This is a hard business, James.
See, now here's the thing. Right away, if somebody goes and they find a mass somewhere, they find a bruise here, they find a bruise there, right away, gotta be involved with professional wrestling. Jake's been out of the ring now for quite a while. If it was really the fact that it has to do with professional wrestling, maybe they would have found it sooner, but they haven't. But again, this from wrestling, that's from wrestling. Do me a favor, show me some facts and stop blaming it on wrestling.
Well, the double pneumonia is definitely not from wrestling, but as you said, I mean, it could be from anything at this point. It could be body cancer.
Listen to go back to the Hall of Fame when Diamond Dallas Page was telling stories about how Jake the Snake would play around with his Cobra in his living room. You can't tell me that Jake didn't knock his head off a few things here and there. Of course, go back to when he had his heavy drinking days. I hate bringing up, I'm glad that he made it where he is now. But tell me that maybe that didn't have something to do with it. Just like when they find cancer, they say, oh, well, you must be smokers. But when a person says they haven't smoked a day in their life, can you explain where cancer came from then? No. Stop blaming that you find masses on professional wrestling. It's not always about what happens in the ring.
Adam?
I don't know how to follow that up. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know how to follow it up, but I do want to say this. We do wish Jake the Snake the best, and we want to see him get better big time. And folks, we're going to be wrapping this up soon, but before I do, Adam, can you tell us, Pro Wrestling World's going to be busy over the next few weeks, and even in the next few hours, so...
just in the next few hours, from noon to 3 p.m., we're going to be taping the first ever official Pro Wrestling World commercial. We are welcoming plenty of people to dress up. As you see, I am Paul Heyman. Rick House here is a senior referee. And Steve is Steve because it's just that crazy. You gotta come down, dress up. You can wear your favorite wrestling t-shirt, wear your favorite wrestling gear, dress up as your favorite manager, of course, the best, Paul Heyman.
Let me tell you, real quick before we do anything else here, he's about Paul Heyman being the best. Come on down to NWR, PCWA, check out young Tom Floyd. Guarantee Tom Floyd has nothing over Paul Heyman.
Nothing over Paul Heyman.
That's what, Paul Heyman has nothing over him. Let me tell you, if Paul Heyman and Bob Backlund had a child illegitimately, Tom Floyd's this guy.
But how about some of these events? Joey Styles is coming up next week.
Next Saturday, 12 to 2, Joey Styles also announced. You gotta keep watch on our Facebook page, on our website, www.pro-wrestling-world.com for all the latest upcoming signings. Joel Gertner also announced
And tickets are, and advance tickets are still available for this event. And folks, I encourage you, I mean, I'm pleading with you, get the advance tickets, because trust me, after the big turnout we had with Razor Ramon and Carlito, people were turned away from this event, and that's something we don't really want to see happen. So we want to see you get your chance to meet these great wrestlers, these great announcers, managers, athletes, overall. Also, on October the 11th, Bud and Adam just filled in two of my bucket list wrestlers that I wanted to meet before I pass on from this earth. Magnum TA and Nikita Koloff, former two United States Heavyweight Champions, one of the greatest rivalries for the NWA United States Heavyweight Championship will be coming over on October 11th, and advance tickets are still on sale. So, for right now, we're going to be heading outside to be doing the Ice Bucket Challenge for James Brickhouse, for Adam Warfel. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay, folks, this is the Headlock Headlines ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. I'm Stephen Faust. along with my co-founders, James Brickhouse and my wife, Kelly Faust. I want to introduce Max here from the Mercy Square Mall. He's going to help dump this ice bucket on me. I've been challenged by Pro Wrestling World and Headlock Headlines. So, before I get drenched in this, and I am not responsible for what I say or do after I get hit with this, I would like to nominate the following: Douglas Malott, Fox Vineyard, and Rodney Evans. And without these two here, without James, without Kelly, the Headlock Headlines wouldn't be around. So James, who would you like to nominate?
Our three nominations are very simple. It's going to be Will Farah, Angelo Padilla III, and Tiffany Padilla.
Okay.
I'm nominating my best friend, Sharon Bodie. Sharon, congratulations on getting your nursing degree. I am nominating my supervisor, Tammy Pinnabone, and I'm going to nominate Big Max here.
Yeah.
Okay, so without further ado, gentlemen, as Pat Benatar would say, hit me with your best shot. And
Next, how you doing?
oh!